It's one of our favorite times of year here in early February. Not because of Groundhog's Day, but of course National Signing Day. One of the most unique days of the year, an opportunity for high school student athletes to decide their destiny, take their next step, both academically and athletically, while at the same time being honored for their high school accomplishments. And let me tell you, here in the Big Bend, tons of accomplishments to be honored, and of course, we'll try to recap it the best we can. Of course, a lot of things different here in the COVID-19 era. One of the reasons why we're back here at the studio and not out on campuses, but we're going to do the best to highlight the student athletes here on National Signing Day, where they're going, what they're up to, and what schools are having the National Signing Day ceremonies. Of course, out starting early, 9 a.m., the Gadsden County Jaguars trying to beat everybody to the punch. Had the biggest class here of signees in the Big Bend, 12 seniors putting ink to paper today, so we'll check them out first. The Gadsden County Jaguars, of course, coming off that impressive 2020 football season, an overtime away from playing from a state championship. The success on the football field being translated to success in the classroom. Like we said, a dozen Gadsden County Jaguars putting ink to paper today. DJ Cooper, the offensive lineman, will stay in the area, going to go just north of the border to Valdosta State. Jordan White is elected to go to Florida A&M, one of 4 Rattlers here in the Big Bend. Jacavius Pride headed to Peru State College in Peru, Nebraska. Antoine Betsy becoming a Yellow Jacket and attending Allen University. Another safety, Jaden Bodison, headed west to Dodge City Community College out in Kansas. We have 3 Gadsden County Jaguars that have decided to head to Minnesota. They want to become Ironmen. Devontae Roberts, Ethan Mason, Brazil Chauchi, all headed to Vermilion Community College. 4 more Gadsden County Jaguars will be headed south down to Haines City, Florida, headed to Feltram Academy. Linebacker, safety Malik Moore, Tyson Scott, the defensive end, also going to take the trip down to Haines City, as well as TJ Lee and Tekez Neal, become Falcons next year. The Rickards Raiders were another school that got the signing day ceremonies started early. 6 seniors, as you can see, continuing on to the next level with, once again, a nice spread of colleges they'll be attending and moving on to. Of course, second team All-Big Bend, Terrence McPherson will be headed to Livingston College, to Salisbury, North Carolina. Staying here in town, tackle Christopher Williams, going to be headed to Florida State University. Help the Noles try to rebuild. First team All-Big Bend defensive back Cameron Bell and Malik Franklin going to be headed out to Bethune-Cookman. Of course, the alma mater of their head coach. First team All-Big Bend running back DeAndre Francis will be staying in town and attending the Florida A&M University. Of course, the speedy running back, first team All-Big Bend, over 1,000 rushing yards this year and a dozen touchdowns. We'll hope to get more here for the Rattlers as they get things started in the SWAC. And finishing off things for Rickards, Trevon Ross, the inside linebacker, headed once again out to Nebraska, Peru State College. He will join Jacavius Pride of Gadsden County. 6 seniors, like we said, the second most here in the area, signing on at National Signing Day. We'll head up to the north side of town in North Florida. Christian had 3 seniors that will be moving on and signing here on National Signing Day. Of course, the big headliner, 3-star athlete, wide receiver, defensive back, whatever you need. DeAndre McCray will be headed to Clarksville, Tennessee to become a governor at Austin Peay State University. Offensive lineman JT Price, a fellow first-team All-Big Bender with DeAndre, will be headed to Olivia Nazarene College in the Chicago area up in Illinois. Jonathan Lucas will be headed to Norwich University in Vermont, the running back and middle linebacker, looking to become a future military member, coming from a military family and headed on to become a member himself. So special shout out to Jonathan Lucas for that. And of course, all the Eagles moving up in the signing day process. And let's head out to our east, out in Cowboy country. Looking to go to Boot Hill and beyond here. 3 seniors from the Madison County Cowboys will be headed off to attend college here, signing up on National Signing Day. Zachariah Jones, the wide receiver cornerback, will be headed to Kennesaw State up in Georgia. And his other two fellow Cowboys will become Hatters and head over to Stetson. Roderick R.J. Williams, the DB quarterback, and Zarion Robinson will be headed out to the east coast of Florida in Beach Country to play some football out at Stetson University. Down to our south in Wakulla County, we have the Twins. Package deal down for the War Eagles. Going to continue to keep the package going, and we'll come north back to Tallahassee here. Florida A&M. Kamari Brown and Tamari Brown both inking up with the Baby Rattlers to make up a large presence of what we talked about, a senior class headed up to FAMU. Back on up to the north side here, offensive lineman Carson Simmons, first team All Big Bend this year, graded out at 90%. We'll hope to get good grades on the football field and off as he heads up to Shorter University up in Rome, Georgia. And next we'll head down to Southwood to St. John Paul II as they continue to build big things down there, brick by brick, of course. 4 seniors here on National Signing Day. Of course, track and field star Elizabeth Zedeker headed to Belmont Abbey College. And then we have 3 young men on the football team also getting signed up here. Another Stetson Hatter here in the Big Bend, Daniel Dial, the linebacker, running back. So a good grab here for Stetson in the Big Bend area, getting 3 of our boys here on the football side. Charlie Latimer headed to West Point. And, of course, 5-star Terrion Arnold, as you may know, narrowing his options down to his top 3, of course, Alabama, Florida, and Georgia. Always with a flair for the dramatic, it seems, Terrion here on National Signing Day. And I can't really tell you the decision. I think it's best if you hear it from him.
The moment y'all have been waiting for. For the next 3 to 4 years, I will be attending first year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So there you go. Terrion Arnold will be taking his talents over to Alabama. Of course, Defensive Player of the Year here on the All Big Bend selection. DB wide receiver will look to be pairing up with a very highly touted recruiting class out in Alabama. So, after all our athletes here signing on National Signing Day, we can't forget about the early birds. First team All Big Bend, Joshua Farmer will be headed to Florida State from Gadsden County. His Havana boy, Darrell Jackson, 3-star defensive end, will be headed up to the University of Maryland. And a late flip here, headed out to go to Jackson State University, the middle linebacker, 3-star Jeremiah Brown. Flipping from Florida Atlantic, he'll be headed out under the tutelage, like we said, of Deion Sanders, who's putting together a monster recruiting class for Jackson State. Let's keep going on down the list. Amari Harvey, saucy, going from Florida High on over, becoming a War Eagle over at Auburn University. Do everything man up at Charles High School. Jalen Herring will be headed south down to the University of South Florida to become a Bull in the 2021 football season. Deshaun Rucker, the DB, going to be headed over to University of Tennessee. And, of course, big Xavier Young going to be headed to Washington State. He will be the man of our signees so far here in the Big Bend, farthest from Tallahassee, out there in the Northwest. Of course, those are all our signees, but let's take a look big picture-wise and talk about striking some deals here. Willie Simmons able to get in a good word here locally for Big Bend student-athletes to take the next step here. Gadsden County's Jordan White, the twins from Wakulla, and DeAndre Francis to come over to the highest of the 7 hills. FAMU, it seems, coming away annually with yet another set of steals here this year on the National Signing Period. And that's all we have for National Signing Day 2021. Once again, congratulations to all the high school student athletes that are going on to the next level. And for those who haven't signed or are looking to sign, There's still offers out there, and there's still opportunities for you, so stay at it. Keep up the good fight. But for those going on, we know you'll represent the Big Bend well, both far and wide, whether it's Washington State, Vermont, South Florida, or right here in Tallahassee. We support you wholeheartedly, wish you nothing but the best. Here, good luck, and thank you for checking out the National Signing Day special here from the Varsity Sports Network.